Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Muse Jester. My name is Junior. Let's take a look at Star Wars from the Return of the Jedi, the Emperor's Throne Room. I could not find any good information on this one. From what I can see, this was originally offered 3 years ago as an exclusive from SDCC, and then it became a Hasbro PulseCon exclusive for $32. Now, I knew right then and there. I saw this, and I could have gotten. I had the option of buying it loose, probably for cheaper. I'm pretty sure. Well, I do know now that I kind of overpaid for this one. This is $55. But at the time of purchase, I was thinking this is probably worth it because I saw that the background for the box could be used as a diorama. But let's go ahead and open it up. It's a very clean box. So at the time of purchase, I didn't even know exactly when it came out, except for that slight ding in the corner. But I don't really care about boxes. But for this particular one, since I am interested in making sure the diorama is intact, let's be careful about this one. Okay, let's be careful. So it's basically held on by 4 tapes, two on each side and two at the bottom, two at the top. I push that out and see. It looks. So this is one of the reasons why I decided to get this in box. It doesn't really look very imperial in that chair, isn't it? And why is he smiling? Anyway, so we have this thing on the side that looks good, and it's got this sort of drawer. I suppose this is the accessories pack. Yeah, it is. It's basically got his alternate hands, a lightsaber hilt, and the cane. Now, I only have two Emperors in my collection, and they're both hard plastic. They're not soft goods, and I've been looking for a soft good Emperor, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to buy this. I've looked at uh, reviews on it, and the articulation is the newer one. I'll have to look and see. So even though I paid $55 for this one, technically I would have paid for the Emperor alone probably around $15. So it's that's the way I do things. So this is kind of like $40 for me. Let's put this back in for now. Uh, and with the diorama piece. So it's kind of interesting. Look at how this thing opens up. It opens up to the side. Oh, and then this folds out like that. Sorry, this is gonna be way too big for my camera. I'm too close up. Um, and everything. So, okay. So I've seen diorama playsets where I'm not sure. Can you see the console that they have over there? Where what they've done is they put it here on the side, and then they have the stairs going down here. I've always known it should be a little bit more farther away from the Emperor's throne itself. So initially, I was going to make my own diorama piece anyway, and I was gonna make this out of uh, polystyrene plastic sheets. It was gonna be complicated, but yes, it's doable. But now with this, it's good. And then you have the background from the space over here. And then looking at the show, I noticed that this one kind of curves inward like so. So I'm gonna make that out of the polystyrene plastic. I feel like that's pretty done. And also, one of the reasons why I bought this is it provides me with a template of exactly what the size should be accordingly. And if you remove this from the back, from the backing of the diorama, then realize it's still connected there. Then you get to see how how the window plate, which is already included in this one, actually should sit around this ring of windows. So this is actually the window where Luke Skywalker is peeking through, and you can see the starships being destroyed over there by the fully functional Death Star. Yeah. So this provides me with a good template to copy if and when I get the chance to make my own diorama. All right, so let's put this off to the side. And we're going to take a look at the main star of the show. Here's the back of the piece. Why would they even need to do a star field over there? That's pretty cool. It's got this thing over here where you can serve as a stand, so you can stand like so. But yeah, I mean, it's like a hokey diorama, but it looks good enough as it is for what I want. We'll put this on the side over here for now. And I don't know what to do. Let's look at the Emperor first, so we can look at the articulation and see what kind of tier this guy falls into. So obviously, again, I already have an Emperor with hard plastic as his robe. I'm kind of glad they went with the hard plastic on the top part of the robe, because as you can see, the robe in itself looks really puffy and unrealistic, you know. But this is what we have. The upper part of his body is hard plastic, and this is soft, which is good. That allows him to sit down if when we need him to. The ball joint on the shoulder, it's a ball joint, moves in and out. And you have the elbow articulation, it goes you up to 90. Why does he have air quotation marks for his hands? So that's good. I wonder if this is backwards because he's not giving me the full 90. Yeah, it is backwards probably. Is it? There you go. Now it's giving me the full 90 on the hands. The waist is basically a straight cut. There's no way. And let's look underneath his robes. Okay, so he's got one of those older thing. He won't be able to do sides, but at least he goes straight out. And he doesn't have any ankle articulation. Wait, no, he does. But let's look at the knee first, so that's good. Then the ankle, because it's the articulation is kind of hidden. Okay, so the ankle articulation is kind of hidden between the boots thing, but he does have it. He must have it. Yeah, he does. You can see it right there. But it's not. You're not gonna be able to get anything off it anyway, except side to side. So I mean, he can sit, and he can kind of sit well enough. How did he do that? Oh, he's got a for his knee. He has a side to side, so he can sit pretty good on his chair. So, I mean, what can you do, right? Because he needs to be able to move freely with his articulation. So, in order to do that, you need to have a cloth cape. Otherwise, it's just gonna look really weird. So, I'm still pretty good with that. Something like this is this is a tier 2 figure for me. Tier 2 subcategory 1, because he's from the original trilogy and he's the Emperor, so he's a major character. But yeah, something like this I probably would have paid like $12. So $12 removed from 55 leaves us with $43 for the whole diorama. Let's take a look. Oh, I forgot to take a look at the face. This is the, I mean, like, I guess in this scene he would be like kind of smirking and smiling, but he just looks so happy. But thankfully, we at least have the. Let me remove this thing. Okay, nice, much better. Thankfully, he does have all the face printing technology, so that's good. So I'm kind of happy with that. Um, this really reminds me of how he looked in Revenge of the Sith. So rather than Return of the Jedi. So I'm really happy that they went with that look. Yeah, I kind of wish there was. At least they did it for the hood, because as you can see, the hood looks really really good, and there's no way you can pull off that much detail with cloth fabric. Let's take a look at the throne. You got the detail on the top over there. You have the detail on the side consoles. You would have this, and then you have this one. I mean, the throne in itself is very basic, but at least they put on the detail in the side consoles over here. So technically, this is going to be hard to kind of do. The puffiness on the cloth is because he's going to be. I'm going to display him sitting down. Look at that. Oh, that's not good. His feet are basically above the chair. So even in the Hot Toys version, because I have the wait, do I have the Hot? I don't even have the Hot Toys as the Emperor. Anyway, I do have him on the 6-inch scale. I have him with the throne, but it just seems so incomplete with just the throne. I never got to the point where I was making a diorama for the 6-inch version because I knew it was going to be big. But in the 3.75 version, yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I don't like the fact that his feet are basically like above the ground. But what can you do? And this is how he looks in the chair. Everything's just like splayed. Like, I think the best way to display this is pinch everything to the back of the figure. Like all the cape, all that stuff, pinch it to the back. And then seat him. Because that is going to be disappearing to the back of the seat anyway. Yeah. What do you guys think? A little bit better. At least it doesn't seem like the figure is being buried in the cloth. But yeah, that's a little bit better like that. We can't do anything about the skirt. The skirt is just voluminous in terms of scale. Yeah, I would pinch everything behind the figure. It's the best way to do this. Oh, so yeah, that's right. The lightsaber is not his. That's Luke, and it would be resting in here. How did he manage to rest the lightsaber on this point? I don't know. But yeah, $55. Okay, I overpaid for this one, but it's ticking off a lot of the stuff that I need. And to think, guys, that I bought the full boxed one because I want to use the background diorama as a template. So it's not even the finished product for me. I'm using it as a resource in terms of scale, how it should look once I'm done with my diorama. So for me to pay an extra set of dollars for that, that's just the way I think. So for $55, what value would I assign to this one? This is going to be a different set of value when it comes to you guys, because I bought it I bought it fully boxed and everything because I know I'm gonna use the diorama background as a template for when I have the time to make my own diorama, and it's a good resource for me to use. The figure is around $12, so technically this is around $43 for the diorama. Using that as a template, that's invaluable to me because now I can see where the the two side consoles should be. I'm not gonna put it that far. Maybe inch it a little bit closer to the Emperor because it's gonna take a lot of space. And yeah, it's a good diorama piece. Honestly, let me pull this out. Let me display this the way you can technically display him like this. He's basically surrounded by a pillar of lights. It's not the way it looked like in the movie, but it will have a shelf presence because he's basically enthroned and encapsulated in his own diorama piece. So I think for me the value is about 10 compared to the price. I got what I paid for, and I can use it for something else. It's not if I wish I could have gotten it for like 35, which is closer to what it was on retail, then the value would have been up to like 12. But as it is, because I did overpay for it, but I paid for it knowing full well what the price is and what I'm getting, and I said it's worth it. So I would say the value is 10 compared to the price of 10. Equal value to what I paid for. And that's for it for my review. I know I did not go through the accessories pack. You know how it is. Oh, I will show this. So the way they did the arms or the hands, they casted it in the clear translucent plastic, and then they painted the hands. They painted these hands well. I feel like the flesh color, the hands are good. These reddish tinged fingers looks good, as power flows through him. So I think they did it well. And that's all I'm going to show about the accessories. I mean, like they're the usual accessories for the Emperor. And I think the value is here for what I needed to do. It's well worth the money. Yes, I wish I could have gotten it for like 40 or 35 for sure. And I did overpay for it, but it was my choice to do so. Um, I don't think, I mean, I think I see it in Target for like $59. And I don't see it in Amazon anymore. It's all sold out. So, get it while you can because this was released 2 years ago. So, that's it for my review. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again soon and have fun collecting. Goodbye.